The topic that we are going to discuss now is known as neutralization. The keyword or the root word of neutralization is neutral. And when we speak of neutral, wala kang pinipili. Kapag ka merong kanan o kaliwa, ikaw lang ay nasa gitna. It is also applicable in chemistry. As this is defined as the reaction of an acid with a base that results in the pH moving towards 7. Kung maalala ninyo, tinuro ko noon, ang neutral pH ay 7. 7 pH ng tubig. 7 neutral pH. Below 7, acidic. Above 7, alkaline or basic. If the solution's pH is below 7, it is acidic solution. If the solution's pH above 7, it is a basic and alkali solution. Ang acid, nakakasunog ng balat. Ang basic or alkaline, madulas sa balat. Example, hydrochloric acid, muriatic acid, na panlinis ng CR. Kapag tayo po ay nasobrahan at naidampi po ito sa ating mga balat, ito po ay mahapdi, nakakasugat, at pwedeng makasunog ng balat. Samantalang ang alkaline or base, isipin natin yung sabon na panligo, sabon na panghugas, bumubula-bula, yan ay example ng mga alkaline or basic solution. Since this is chemistry and a chemistry of transformation, can we alter the pH of acid or base? Yes. Neutralization. It is a process that occurs in everyday life, such as in the treatment of acid indigestion and the treating of acid soil by adding lime. It also moves the pH of an alkali down towards 7. The always end point of neutralization is gusto ko maging 7 ang solution regardless kung acidic or basic ito. Several different bases can neutralize acids and water is always produced as a result of these reactions. What is the importance of this phenomenon in chemistry? First, to measure the pH and use in chemical testing. Second, for identification and decontamination. Third, fingerprint and development. Please take note that in the fingerprint development, it is involved in developing the latent fingerprints using chemical powders or reagents that react at specific pH levels, enhancing fingerprint visibility for comparison. And the fourth one is for the crime scene cleanup and analysis. We should use a cleaning and decontaminating body fluids, hazardous materials, or chemical spills at crime scenes to facilitate the safe process without destroying forensic data. Now, speaking of neutralization, there are 3 classifications of salts that we are going to discuss. First, the common salt, and then the acidic salt, and then the basic salt. So I just summarized the types of salts. Again, first, common salts, also known as neutral salts. Nabuo ito sa kumpletong neutralization ng acid at ng base. 7 ang kanyang pH. Examples, potassium nitrate, calcium phosphate, sodium nitrate. First, potassium nitrate, the major component of black powder and flash powder that is commonly used in explosives. It is used also in detecting the potassium nitrate, specifically in a post-blast residues, to help confirming the presence of explosive materials at a crime scene. It aids in reconstructing events related to bombings or arson. It contributes to vital evidence in criminal investigations involving terrorism, illegal use of firearms, and manufacturing of it. Kapag tayo ay nagpapaputok ng baril o nagpaputok tayo ng baril, pwede mo ba siyang mahuli at makilala? Yes. You perform diphenylamine test wherein the solution diphenylamine in concentrated sulfuric acid turns blue in the presence of nitrates. The case kasi ganito, pag nagpaputok ka, matatalsikan ka ng nitrate, pwede yan sa clothing mo, pwede yan sa skin mo. Pahiran ka ng diphenylamine, tapos pag yun nag-blue, okay, at ginawa natin yung tinatawag na paraffin test, okay, so sa paraffin test kasi, yung palad mo, kamay mo, ilalagay sa Manila paper, and then, pupunasan ka or, babalutan po yan ng melted paraffin wax, and then, papahiran ka ng diphenylamine, pagkatapos pag nag-blue yun, positive ka, no? Sa tinatawag nating na paggamit, pagpapaputok. Okay? There is also another, the brown ring test. Siyempre, ang positive lang naman yan, brown ring. Paano naman yan? Gagamit ka ng iron sulfate. Alright? So, yan po yung itsura ng potassium nitrate. Next, ano naman po itong tinatawag natin na calcium phosphate? It has relevance in forensics and criminology, primarily due to its presence in bone and biological tissues, and its use in analytical methods for forensic investigation. Please take note that the purpose of calcium phosphate is to help identify bone fragments found at a crime scene. It is used also to confirm the biological origin of bone fragments. These are related to human bones, okay? Because calcium is the essential inorganic compounds, okay, found in all types of bones inside the body. So it is essential together with magnesium as well as phosphorus. Okay. Next, we have also sodium nitrate. It is white crystalline in nature, and it is involved in poisoning or suicide attempts. It is also found in labeled bags or containers. Again, those are the common salts. The second classification of or category of salts are called acidic salts. Because they are a strong acid that reacts with a weak base, resulting in incomplete neutralization. The first category of salt is known common because they were derived from complete neutralization. The second was derived from incomplete neutralization, and they contain replaceable hydrogen atoms, giving acidic properties with a pH of less than 7. Examples are the following: sodium carbonate, that is used to recover phenolphthalein powder from surfaces or currency notes. This is used for anti-bribery cases, specifically for money and bait entrapment. How it works? You need to combine the phenolphthalein with sodium carbonate, which is a base in nature, to become pink. And that union is called neutralization. It may be applied on the following: contact and transfer. Okay? Specifically, if we are going to perform that, no? However, this is a practical, okay, application of your field of profession. The result of pink confirms that the suspect has handled the trap money. This becomes a forensic evidence of bribe acceptance in the court. Ammonium chloride. We use chromatography. Later on, we will discuss in forensic instrumentation and forensic chemistry, okay, how these, no, processes, or these instrument important, essential in the drug testing and toxic substances monitoring. Basically, the idea of chromatography is separation. It answers the question, kaya ba na paghiwalayin ang isang mixture na naman through filter paper? Diba, napansin po ninyo, more on hiwalayan dito sa chemistry. Gusto natin paghiwalayin yung mga mixture. Pagka liquid to liquid, extraction. Pagka ink based, solid to liquid, okay, chromatography. Usually, trace metals, trace elements, or those traces, okay, that we want to prove, no, in the court, can be measured by chromatography. Specifically also yung ammonium analysis natin. Okay? You may read on those things. Here are the forensic relevance, toxicology, drug analysis, as well as the document forensics and crime scene chemistry. And the third classification of basic salts, of the salt, is known as basic salts. Again, we have three types: the common, the acidic, and the basic. Of course, greater than 7. Ito naman, salt na nabuo nung nag-react ka ng weak acid dun sa strong base. Example, sodium acetate, potassium cyanide, and zinc chloride hydroxide. So, ang detection ng sodium acetate at a crime scene could provide clues about the environment or activities because these are related to manufacturing. That are not common to household items. Second, potassium cyanide is a highly toxic chemical with several significant forensic chemistry applications and implications. So, ang habol natin dyan yung cyanide. Kasi poisonous po yan doon sa ating katawan. Next, ang zinc chloride ay ginagamit niyan sa latent fingerprint detection. Next, we have also the mixed salts. So, ilan na? We have the common, acidic, basic, and then the mixed salts. Example po dyan ay bleaching powder. Ito naman, it contains more than one type of cation or anion. Nabuo po siya dahil sa reaction ng more than one acid or base. Number 1, yung mga babasagin po na gamit natin, plato, glass, meron po yung mga potassium sulfate. Okay? And they act as a reagent in chemical manufacturing. Okay, so yun lang po yung dapat nating tandaan. Thank you very much. God bless.